Crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
There we go. Going in. 50. Like 50. Hey, watch the slant. 26.
First down, Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check right, check right.
Now Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Prescott now he steps away. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Right there.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
258. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
319. Check. Watch 54. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off. Right. Under pressure.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to...
And he coughed it up, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch out.
Now Elliott. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 14-yard line. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
47.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll try to throw now. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Over here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it with Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's a screen. Check. Crunch. Hey, take 26. Check, take it down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
258. Check, 48. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Switch. Check 31.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Prescott on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz caught and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down Broadway.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got time right. 4 down. Check.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Move. 4 down, 4 down. Check 9, check 9. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers got a man. That's Allison. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
In your face.
And And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it's third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch. Inside.
Now Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. White left.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 13-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Back.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jameis Olawale, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
36, 36. Check, check, check.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Over here.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On the delay, Jones. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run it with Jones. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Elliott. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late. But now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Packers.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's see what you got.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.